these videos with the police sometimes they're so hard to watch. This one, two Colorado officers are charged after a brutal arrest of a person in Aurora, and I'll show you the video. But um, these are so hard to watch because we all we want to trust police officers to do the right thing. We want to trust them to protect us. And there's always been these rumors uh, in certain communities that sometimes some police they will not protect. They go too far. And in this situation, this police officer went too far. So I'll show you the first video here.
Go over on your stomach.
What did I do?
Over on your stomach.
What did I do, man?
Over on your stomach now.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Roll over on your stomach.
Okay, bro, don't shoot me, man.
Get on your stomach.
What did I do?
Roll onto your stomach.
Am I gonna go?
Yes. Onto your stomach.
I didn't do anything. What the hell?
Put your hands out in front of you.
Okay.
Put your hands out in front of you.
Dude.
Hands all the way out.
I can't breathe, dude.
Hands all the way out in front of you.
Okay.
Straight out in front of you.
Okay.
Fighting.
Help! 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 I don't have a warrant, bro. Bro, I don't have a warrant, bro.
Get on your face.
Bro, I don't.
Get on your face.
I don't have a warrant, dude.
Get on your face.
Okay.
Get on your face now.
Okay, bro.
Get on your face.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Get on your
You're
face.
killing me.
On your
You're
face.
killing me, bro.
On your face.
You're killing me.
Get on your face.
You're,
Roll over on your face.
you're killing me.
Turn over.
You move, I will shoot you. You move, I will shoot you.
Do it.
Do not move.
I didn't do anything. I didn't even run.
Don't move. Stop fighting. Stop fighting.
I didn't even run.
Stop.
So you see how brutal this is. It's hard to watch these videos. So the guy, he was with two other guys. I don't know what the situation was. I think they're on their bikes. Somebody reported for trespassing. Two of the guys ran away, and that may have set this police officer off. There was two police officers. There's this gentleman, John Haubert, and then the lady police officer. Her name is Francine Martinez. She was just basically on the scene. So the two other guys ran off. I don't know if they all know each other or not, but they were just sitting together. And this person who the police got, I don't know his name right now, but he just stayed there and appeared to be cooperating for the most part. Police claimed that he had warrants. I don't know what the situation is, but it just got out of control. The police officer giving commands. I'm seeing this, but then he pulls out a pistol and just starts beating the shit out of this guy, hitting him over his head, bumps all over his face, broke open his skull. It just excessive force, and it's disturbing. And I'm going to show you what the police chief said in just a little bit. It's disturbing to watch this because, like I said, we want to put so much faith in our police officers, and then this person acts in this way, but there's accountability because they're wearing vests, camera vests, so there's this accountability. But what happens if the police officer are not wearing the camera vest? What happened years ago when they didn't have these camera vests, and a police officer chose to conduct themselves in this way? Well, then it was the citizens' word against the police. And I know what people are saying, that most police officers don't act this way. That's a fact. And some people out there are saying that this person's criminal, people are criminals, and criminals deserve this type of behavior. But this person's not a criminal. Like, I understand if somebody committed this great crime, like there was some sort of kidnapping, they had to chase somebody down, and there was a rumor that there was a weapon, then yeah, when it's all over with, this guy's probably going to have some knots on his head and all these sort of things. But in this situation, this guy's sitting in a park or on a bike path, and then at the end of the process, he has all these cuts and bruises on him, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how, and they can't. I don't see how a police officer can justify this kind of behavior, and they can't, because this police officer, John Haubert, he is on administrative leave without pay while they're investigating him, and the charges are attempted first degree assault. He's being charged. Second degree assault, felony menacing, official oppression, and first degree official misconduct. So his charges are pretty serious for a police officer. They're not going to let him get away with that. And like I said, I don't see how he could even justify that behavior. Why pull out his gun? Why start hitting the guy with the gun? I'm not sure. Even if he had resisted, where does this come into? Where does this type of force come into play? So it doesn't make sense. But you can. But I do appreciate the chief, Chief Vanessa Wilson, how she stepped in. I'm going to show a video right now, but how she stepped in, said this is not a representation of the police force, and she just stepped it in. So I can appreciate that, because that's what we need. We need accountability to stop these kind of situations. But unfortunately, his partner, Francine Martinez, she's going to be charged as well. And not that she did anything in this situation, but she had the charges are duty to intervene. So it sounds like she didn't do anything. She didn't stop it. And then also her charges are that she duty to report use of force by peace officers. So she didn't report that. Now, it doesn't surprise me or us that she wouldn't do that. Police officers are close. This is a co-worker. So it doesn't surprise me that she would do any of those, that she would report him, what have you. But he put her in a situation where now she may lose her job. I don't know, but I think she is suspended with pay, so it's a little different situation. But this is what the chief had said. So I'll just show you that.
Every use of force is not always captured on body-worn camera. I think that's the intent of the legislation that was just passed, is that the public has a right to know. And I, as the chief of police, and my command staff has a right to know what is happening out on the streets. Sometimes it captures amazing acts, and unfortunately today, it captured a very despicable act. What you're going to see is going to anger you. It may even bring you to tears. I know as I watched it, I felt myself welling up with tears as well as anger. This is not police work. This is not police work. We don't train this. It's not acceptable. I hope that the transparency that we're giving you here today, as well as the swift action by our police department, can make some of you believe that we are trying to do the right thing, we are trying to reform, and we are trying to make a difference. This is not the Aurora Police Department. This was criminal.
So I believe that the chief, when Vanessa Wilson, Chief Vanessa Wilson, when she says, I think it's this amazing type of leadership, not only for the police force, she set an example, but to give, the community at ease, because this is so ugly. This guy, this grown man, he's crying. This grown man is afraid for his life. I don't know about you, I don't not like the human spirit broken down in such a way, for nothing. I just don't like that somebody that has power is breaking down the human spirit, and this grown man is crying, being beaten, brutalized, afraid for his life. No one likes to see that. And then, I didn't show this part, but the father got up and spoke, and he said he thought his son was going to die. Just, can you imagine being a parent and seeing your kid brutalized in that way? It's one thing just to see your kid hurt, this grown man, but to see your kid hurt, you don't even want to see that. But to be brutalized by people of trust, people that are supposed to protect us, that's a whole different thing to the psyche. It creates strong distrust for the police community. And even though it is true, most police don't act this way. But the one that does, it just shows that there's too much power there. It can happen. But the saving grace here is the accountability on the chief's side. She hasn't just shown accountability in this situation. She's also, with other police officers on her force, shown accountability as well. So she is changing the police. She's the example of the police force in this city, Aurora, Colorado, which is changing and evolving so that those type of people and what he did most likely won't happen in the future. I wonder though, before I close out, what was the thought process of this person that did that? Is he overworked, overstressed? He just has too much going on? Is it he was upset because the two people that this guy was with, they ran off, so he's upset? Or was there something else there? I'm just not sure. I know people are going to make this a race issue, but I think that's too simplified to make it just about race. I think there's an accountability issue. There's something else there, an accountability issue, where that a police officer can behave in that way, or think it's okay to behave in that way, or think somehow it's a part of his job to behave that way. But the cameras and then leadership creates accountability. So yeah, that was brutal, disheartening. But like I said, the saving grace is the chief, and that's really all I have on that. Peace and hope, everyone.